Hi, I'm Bill with Journey Beyond Overland. Today we've been sent a package from MicTuning. This is an 8-gang switch panel, auxiliary switch panel that you can carry remote. I can be standing right here in the garage with the vehicle beside me and turn on lights or whatever you have hooked up to your auxiliary switch. So I'm going to get this opened up and we're going to check it out. Got a little roughed up in shipping, but hopefully we're okay. It comes with a Phillips screwdriver, an antenna for the remote, all the bracketry that you need, certificate of inspection, got some decals, a owner's manual, lots more decals, and then the switch decals for whatever it is you're using the switches for. Nice variety of about everything you can imagine you might be using. There's the switch panel itself. Looks like a weather-tight cover for it. And this would be the aux system itself. All the relays are located. All of your wiring harnesses to the relay, an additional remote, zip ties, and the remaining brackets. Tether strap, more wiring harness hardware. Looks like stainless hardware, that's always good to see. Looks like a circuit breaker, more bracketry. A pretty complete setup. Well, let's sort through here and see what all we've got. The installation on the app control switch panel that MicTuning makes is really super straightforward. I really appreciate the directions in full color, step by step, everything you need to know. If you have basic electrical knowledge, anyone can install this by following these directions. You have the ability to use an adhesive back or screw the panel with various brackets to your dashboard. With the various brackets, you can find somewhere to put either your switch panel itself or the Oxbox that's going to be under the hood. Just about anywhere you need it. In our case, we put it on the firewall. And then we just have a flat steel dash, so we screwed, the 8-gang switch panel to the dash itself in this particular vehicle. But yeah, with the different brackets, you can top mount on top of the dash and angle it, or you can mount it flush on the dash. I mean, they send everything you need to do an install with this kit, with hardware and brackets. So it's a pretty sweet setup. I'm actually very pleasantly surprised at everything they did send with it. And I love how you can customize your buttons. They send all the different decals for any type of usage you could imagine. So in short, what do I think of the install? Super straightforward, great product, well thought out, full color directions, easy step-by-step to follow, above and beyond what I see on average from things that we get to install on our vehicles. There's any number of things you can hook up to an auxiliary panel or switch panel. We didn't have turn signals on this vehicle, for instance, and I was very pleasantly surprised when I got the product to see that it has that ability. You can put it on flash or strobe or constant. So if you put it on flash, then you of course have left and right turn signals. So you can push the left turn and the signal comes on. Push the right turn, of course the right signal comes on. And then the more common things that you'll see on an auxiliary switch panel would be spotlights, floodlights, rear work lights. So we've hooked all those up on here. The next thing we're going to do, which we don't yet have, are hook up windshield wipers. This vehicle does have windshield wipers. We're actually going to make it street legal, and those are also something we need. So the next empty switch then will be for windshield wipers. Something else I like about the switch panel, you don't have to turn the panel on and off. You can just simply hit the button and it automatically powers up and does the function that you push. So that's a nice feature also. You can turn your panel lights on and off here and then set the brightness to whatever you would like it to be. So there's the dimmest and then all the way up to the brightest. Or you can have no backlighting at all. Let's see if the panel still functions. And then the red, green, blue is for setting the switches for what you need them to do. For instance, setting them up to flash or strobe or be on constant. You can go to red, green, and blue to set those up, and the manual will explain how that works better. So you have a remote control that works up to 200 feet away, and you can operate all of the functions on the aux switch with your remote. So you can turn it on, turn it off, turn on each switch bank individually. And it's also magnetic, and we have a steel dash in here, so you can just put it wherever you need it. Good to go.
One of the other nice things about this auxiliary switch panel from MicTuning is there is actually an app that you can upload to your phone. Once you have that app on your phone, you upload it from an app store. It is a free app. Once you upload it, you do have to create your password based off an email login, and it will verify through your email. And then once you have that, it was really easy just to connect it directly to it. You press the button for the actual device. You can have more than one device that this will connect to. And then there is a color wheel so that you can turn that panel, the lights on that panel, just about any color you want. There is also a dimmer switch, so you can make them brighter or you can make them dimmer just straight from your phone, as well as changing it to strobe or other things like that with your lights. Now, we haven't done anything like that with these lights because they're really not meant for that kind of usage. But in this case, you can also turn things on and off directly from your phone, and you can be up to 200 feet away from the vehicle and still be able to turn things on and off straight through the app on your phone. As you can see from here, we're now outside the shop, so we can see whether or not we're going to be able to communicate with it all the way from out here. I've got my app all the way up, so we're going to start by trying to turn it on with the app. Turn signal. Turn signal. Work lights. Turning everything off. We also have our remote control that you can't see in the dark. There's a button to turn it on right there, so it just turned on everything that used to be on. And this is just going to line up straight with the panel, so there's those lights.
So in closing, what do I think of MicTuning's auxiliary box? Well, let me show you a comparison. We've got 3 of them here, all very different. On each of our 3 Jeeps. This one we built ourselves. We just ordered parts off of Amazon and thought we'd be clever and make our own. It works fine. Old school relays, turns things on and off. Would I do it again? No, because we ended up spending more on getting the components if we just bought one ready-made, and it would have saved us a lot of time. But we can say, hey, look, we made this ourselves. So now on our Gladiator, we went ahead and ordered a Boss switch system. Very nice system. It's very tidy. Easy to just run wires in and pigtail them onto each of the connections. Turns things on and off, that's all it does. I like the switch system, it integrates in the grab handle, looks nice mounted here, but I found something I like a little better. I'll show you what that is. To what has suddenly been a pleasant surprise and is now my favorite, the MicTuning Oxbox. This is all digital, no relays, and you have options for strobes or flash, and we ended up putting turn signals on this vehicle because we're going to make it street legal. And quite honestly, I didn't even realize that till I got it. So I was very happy. So we've got everything wired up to what we're using it for so far, which are off-road lights, both the floods and spots, and turn signals, front and rear, and eventually we're going to go to windshield wipers because we don't have windshield wipers on here yet either. So they have an 8-gang, which we have here. We have 3 more spots left. We may use it for, say, rock lights, a refrigerator, and then of course, as I mentioned earlier, we're going to hook up windshield wipers to it also to get everything ready to be street legal. They offer a 6-gang and they have a 12-gang as well if you've got a lot of other things you want to hook up to it. Would I purchase a MicTuning over the other 2? I believe I would at this point. It has a lot more options and a lot more features, and it's really not any more expensive. So check them out.
If you're interested in seeing more shots of that Mahindra Roxor in action, come on over to Journey Beyond Overland, where you can find a handful of videos highlighting that handy little vehicle. And if you're curious about the rest of our journey making this street legal, my bet is you'll see another video sometime in the near future. Thanks so much for joining us. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, make sure to hit that like button. And feel free to ask questions in the comments if you've got any questions about this product or about that vehicle. And in the meantime, until we see you again, make sure to go out and find your own adventure.